Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Deploying test subjects now.
All right, huh. All right, I need a pick-me-up. Hey, Iris. Well.
David, did you remember
Almost
the
did it
following
dumb.
OmniCorp Directive ED209?
Fine, you didn't do a dumb.
Whoa.
And for once, I didn't.
Initializing
I also
customization
didn't do a
module.
dumb.
Hey, Iris.
That's fair.
10 Omni credits says Red chooses mustache.
That is the 239th time you have been incorrected.
Did you see the dumb that I
10
almost
credits
did,
has been
though?
reduced from your
I wasn't paying attention,
Lasers,
so no.
Iris?
Yes, David. The
That's
Okay,
dumb
I
that
did
you
dumb
did.
that time.
decrease in
Yeah.
photon amplification toward the end of the cycle.
So I almost went backwards instead of to
Perfect.
the left.
Perfect.
Hey, Iris, what are your prime directives?
Directive 1. Serve OmniCorp.
Oh my
See, and this is why we need to do some runs.
Yes, I agree.
David, I'm detecting ethanol.
I did a dumb that
Are
time.
you hungover again?
No, Iris, it's just my mouthwash. And stop breathalyzing me, okay? I'm not getting paid by the explosion, right, Iris?
No,
Got
You've
your
gotten
explosion.
plenty of explosions.
I'm so glad that we're both overly defensive
And
about
I've
that.
never seen them do that before. I think they're learned. Ugh, these easy levels are boring. Where's the death? Where's the drama?
We don't need death and drama. My head hurts too much for death and... well. My head hurts too much for death and drama.
Well, he didn't get death there, but he did get a little bit of drama.
Yeah, fair.
And then I got
These
stuck
guys
on
were
corners like
programmed to avoid
always.
Exploding?
Yeah, I'm not sure how you, like, fell off like that, but...
I honestly don't know.
All right, guys, you can stop showing off. Nicely done. Hey, Iris. What does IRIS stand for?
IRIS. IRIS is an acronym for Intelligent Responsive Information System, David.
Wow, that's
OmniCorp average death count for previous test is 150 for each AI subject. Initiate.
Remind me, Iris, what's the point of these tests?
We are establishing teamwork parameters between OmniCorp AI candidates to determine commercial potentiality, David.
Right. Well, these easy levels are boring. Where's the death? Where's the drama? Hey, Iris, what are those spooky ghost boxes called again?
They're called holocubes, David.
I like my name better. They blaze through that test.
Yeah, don't die, Patty.
It's fine, I didn't die.
Approximately 80% of test subjects fail this early.
I trusted you.
All this testing, I've never seen bots behave like that.
Oh my god, seriously? What?
Ow.
This is definitely why we're practicing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Iris, know any good knock-knock jokes?
No, David.
Oh,
Knock-knock jokes were rendered obsolete by the creation
thought you were
of
already.
OmniCorp Intelligent Doorbell.
Nope.
Good job, Science. You did it.
I don't know how I didn't fall off there, not gonna lie.
I also don't
I
know
was
how.
like, I always get stuck on this corner. I should take it not as tight.
I mean,
And then I took it
so
super
good,
not
it's
as
like I don't
tight.
even have to be here.
Perfect.
Come on, Iris. You gotta have a knock-knock joke archived
It's killing me.
Okay, David. I will try.
Sorry.
Complicating joke. Knock knock.
Okay, who is there?
OmniCorp according to my calculations. That test
That wasn't a I almost split.
45% harder.
I did forget our split earlier.
Yeah, you go. Awesome effort, you two. Hey, Iris, are there any job openings at OmniCorp?
Yes, David. There's a vacancy in the Human Test Subject Division. Shall I submit your resume?
I'll pass. I heard one of the human test subjects is covered in feathers now. Their own feathers. You know, I think these AIs might be smarter than me.
We absolutely are.
Hey, Iris, what number am I thinking of?
Calculating. You are thinking of pi, David.
Damn, Iris, you are good. I really got to stop asking that question when I'm hungry, though. Man, they aced that one. Hey, maybe we'll get out of here early today.
Maybe.
They aced that one. Wow, they made that look easy.
That level always worries me.
Yeah.
Well. Well.
I love how I just kept going, like, nope, this is fine.
I was actually kind of hoping that it might have been fine, and then it wasn't. Oh, why I'm stopped right there, I'm sorry. Just had a brain fart moment.
Hey, at
Apparently,
this rate, I'm gonna be
it's
getting
fine.
out of here early today.
And there's brain fart moment for Patty.
Normally, you're just fast enough. So I was trusting that you were just going to be fast enough. Never mind the fact that it's been like
Forever
a
since
week
we've
and a half to 2 weeks since we last did this. Yeah.
been too long. And I know that, but
Yeah.
Wow, I couldn't get through that level, and I'm a human. So, Iris, were you programmed by a woman, or do you just sound like one? Because you sound like one, and I wasn't sure.
No, David. His voice was selected.
These guys are unstoppable. I mean, I gotta take a little bit of credit here.
Not gonna lie, I thought I missed a split again.
What is it? Iris,
perfect.
chair's making noises again.
I was just like, this isn't right. I should have split by now. I normally have missed a split by now.
My calculation, that test could be 43.85% harder.
Hey, Iris, I got a little history question. What was this whole thing about memes in the 21st century?
Memes were popular because society didn't have quality Omnicorp products to keep it occupied, David.
I guess. Whew, they aced that one.
Please stand by for
Now let's
test of
just hope that we
Omnicorp's
ace
emergency
this one.
broadcast
Okay,
system,
3,
David.
2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Should there be like a siren or something, Iris?
Only testing technicians level 2 and
Oh.
above get sirens, David.
Oh. Okay.
3,
Sure.
2, 1, go.
Wow. I'm
That was
impressed.
dumb. I'm so mad at myself right now.
Is
Had
it
to go
time for a
directly
break yet,
left.
Iris?
Only
Woo, at this rate, I'm gonna be getting out of here early today.
And instead I went back.
David, this is a friendly reminder to upgrade to Omnicorp OS version 10. Would you like me to start the installation?
Iris, no. Still enjoying version 9. I'm just so proud of you two.
Really? Because I'm not.
Huh. That's new.
Yeah, I'm pretty not
You
proud of
guys-
us either,
you guys
but
are
you
doing
know.
Great. Keep it up. So I can get home early.
Did you remember to file your TPS reports this week, David?
Ugh.
Dang it.
I hate doing those, Iris.
Hate when I mess up.
Yes, David, but without your TPS reports, I cannot authorize the payment of your salary.
Oh well, you know, nothing motivates like a threat. I'll get them done, Iris.
How do
Breeze
corners?
through that test.
Mm. That is a constant question with this. I'm not going to be dumb on this level.
And I'm also not going to be dumb on this level.
Way to make
Yay.
the other test subjects look
I'm so
bad,
proud
you
of
two.
us.
Same.
Don't forget, you guys are getting timed on this one.
You've been cutting that short so often recently,
Yeah, because you've been like killing me so often recently.
which I don't understand how.
I don't either, but it's been happening, so
I'm also really confused about what just happened
Can
with
we
me,
get
but
some hard
whatever.
levels?
don't know.
I'm getting bored here. Hey, pop quiz, Iris. Who actually started Omnicorp? I'm curious.
That was Bruce Omni, David. He was responsible for the initial business that would become Omnicorp.
Wait, Omni? That was his last name? I really need to go to the bathroom, but I
Don't worry,
wanna
we
miss a
all
second of
question
these
it,
tests.
Dave.
Alrighty, my
Indeed.
little bots. Make me proud.
Okay, that's fine.
It
Actually,
was happening. I just realized I'm on
That
the
might
wrong
be-
thing.
faster.
Oh, very impressive.
Okay.
Because then you just stay on top of me and I drop down.
Oh, you're right.
I don't know if it's actually faster, but might be. It's worth trying.
Very
Yeah.
impressive, guys. Didn't expect that? All right, I've read the manual.
Analyzing voice pattern. Lie detected.
Okay. I've read the bits that relate to changing the tests at least. Come on, Iris, let's just have some fun.
All right, David. Unlocking supplementary testing protocol.
That was almost bad, Patty.
I know.
Oh my goodness. So much for a boring day at work. These guys are crushing it.
Alright, Dave.
Listen, sometimes my mind just says that I need to go forwards or back when I
Whoa,
don't.
Hey, what did I do? What happened? What was that? I'm not gonna lie, I've actually always been curious what that lever did, and that was pretty cool.
But also, I just realized that I have the wrong skin on.
Test.
Oh, come
yeah,
on.
you
I
do.
just wanna do it one more
I'm sorry.
time.
We can fix
I
it
probably.
Dirty pooper.
Sorry.
for our next
I
one.
probably accidentally hit something while cleaning my controller.
Yeah, especially considering I was playing around with stuff.
Yeah, they nailed that one.
I remember when I thought that the timing for that
I
was
don't even
going
know
to be
what's
like
going on,
super
but I'm
strict
assuming it's great.
Yeah, and it's
because
not.
the video that we watched them do it in,
Reminder, David.
they failed so many times. So I was like, damn, this is going to be so strict.
Ah, thanks,
Yeah.
Iris. I'll give her a call.
It's so
Hey,
easy.
I don't suppose you...
No, David. I will not pretend to be your Canadian girlfriend again. Test AIs are exceeding expectations.
Why not, Iris? She seems so
Initiating report
nice.
mode for future study.
Hey, Iris, do you think I'd make a good AI?
Yes, David.
Really? Honestly?
How honest would you like me to be, David?
I want you to be
Oh,
honest.
I'm sorry.
Honesty level 10. 10 out of 10.
Started moving back too
I'd
soon.
literally be the
Mhm.
worst AI to ever exist.
You know, you could just say no, Iris. That level was so easy. I know you can do better than that.
I apparently wasn't far enough back.
Test
Apparently.
subjects are performing above parameters.
Fine, this is why we practice.
All right,
Yeah.
keep your square butts in the round circles.
Oh, I thought I had moved all the way off. I apparently had not. I'm sorry. I feel like that was my fault.
No, that was me being impatient.
Okay. Just almost fell off.
Nice. Iris, what is so great about this OmniCorp OS version 10 anyway?
In addition to numerous efficiency improvements, version 10 incorporates communication protocols to allow for distributed airborne connectivity
Okay.
between Omnicorp
Well.
Hyper AIs, leading to increased testing
Push
productivity.
it left. Thank you.
Distributed airborne
I was trying to, and then you
oh, you mean
weren't
like a network in the sky?
pushing,
Yes,
or you were
So, like,
pushing
you mean
it.
A sky net.
Yes, David. A Skynet.
That does sound kind of cool.
What the heck?
I thought you were on far enough.
No, it looked like you kept like going up with the red button,
I mean,
and it was very
but,
confusing.
you know, I do kind of miss the explosion.
Okay.
My brain doesn't. My brain
All right,
doesn't.
keep those
We're just
square
not gonna
butts
finish that.
moving.
My brain doesn't.
Okay.
Current performance indicates a 20.162% possibility of the AI subjects completing the full.
Well, okay.
Oh, son of a. I don't know why this is just now becoming a problem.
In my head, it's driving me
What?
crazy. How do I get this? How do you get things?
I'm at 144
Please
hertz.
report immediately to the medical unit for emergency.
Nice.
You are?
Yeah.
Hey, Iris,
They must have.
activate
There hasn't been a
Michael Bay
patch
mode.
lately, though. I'm so confused right now.
The testing budget is insufficient
Yeah, I am
for
too.
explosions of that magnitude.
Right, sorry.
Cause like I know I changed it back to 144. I don't think I ever changed it back to 60.
Huh.
Like I'm pretty sure I was testing something and changed it to 144.
Nice. No, I don't even think I.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I was
didn't
being
think
dumb.
it was possible to explode that early in a test.
Alex, I need on top of you.
Oh yeah, you're right.
What? Okay.
I did
Their
a dumb.
turn.
It's fine. It's fine. I did a dumb, and now I remember. I was like, I'm on top of you. What are you?
Yeah, that's why I kept waiting for you to actually do something before I went.
These guys are unstoppable.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Hey,
Is it-
Iris.
No.
Are AIs programmed to have like imaginations?
No, David.
I was dumb.
Imbuing an
You
AI
were.
with imagination has proven mathematically impossible.
I kind of forgot where
Mathematically
you normally
impossible.
are whenever I do
Imagine
things
that.
on this level, so
I can't, David.
yeah.
I don't know who's in charge of level programming, but they must be asleep at the wheel because these two are making it look easy.
I'm very
Start your
confused because I'm
engines.
pretty
Time to
certain that I'm at
explode.
144 hertz.
These guys are doing so good.
That was
I might
almost
get a pay
close.
raise.
Yeah, it was.
Negative, David.
Oh, you had said you wanted
Iris,
to try
Iris,
dropping down here.
Is this
Well,
about installing OmniCorp OS
Sure.
version 10?
No, David.
Thank goodness.
But since you mention it, David, are you ready to upgrade
Oh
now?
my god.
Impressive results for these bots.
Yeah, I'm not even paying attention and I'm impressed. Iris, do you ever think about leaving OmniCorp?
Sometimes, I'd like to be one of those Hollywood AIs that falls in love with Joaquin Phoenix.
God.
Yeah, me too.
AI subjects are exceeding OmniCorp expectations.
Hey Iris, can you initiate the Yoda voice module, please?
Do that, I cannot, David.
okay.
Jeez, can these guys get any better?
How about we both do the same dumb thing?
The OmniCorp
That corner,
Training
it's
Run
just
is
getting us
Oh my
tonight.
god,
Will
what?
you be attending?
No, Iris, I will not. I think it's unfair that you're unable to participate. So I'm boycotting the event in honor of you.
Unnecessary, David. The R&D department have
Oh my god, that level was so easy.
It actually wasn't, but you know.
Oh, I
mean, it
forgot.
was
I
for
had the
me.
Craziest
Fair.
dream last night. Did you want to hear about it, Iris?
disabling all audio sensors.
Yeah, well, didn't want to. All right, guys, you can stop showing off now. We all know you're super smart. Remember, blue to blue, red to red, etc., etc. You guys got this. I have definitely never seen AIs do this well. Ever. All right, Iris, you win. Go ahead and install OS version 10, please.
Thank you, David.
Easy peasy. Okie doke. You guys know the drill. Well, well. Looks like they figured it out.
Yay, a green split.
Hey, Iris, tell me a joke.
Yes, David. Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know why I
don't
was
know. Why did
waiting.
the chicken
I don't
cross
know
the
why
road?
you were waiting either,
Error.
but you know.
Punchline not found. Please reinstall humor module.
Yeah, I'm not even doing anything. These guys are making me look like the employee of the month.
David, I am required by operational health and safety guidelines to recommend that you take a break and stand up and walk around for a few minutes.
Is it all right if I just wheel around in my office chair? Just gotta say, great teamwork, you.
Excuse me.
Not excused.
Chances of witnessing an AI performance like that are 0.00729%.
Okay, now remember to work as a team, guys.
Don't get stuck on a corner. Yeah.
Fudge.
Sorry.
Nope. Not your fault. I started going right like a frame too early.
Performing in the 98th percentile.
I was thinking that me saying don't get stuck on a corner, great,
Joke, you guys know the
might
drill.
have distracted you slightly, but okay.
Nope,
If you're-
I'm just dumb. Good thing we're not on PB pace. It would feel real bad.
I know what happened there. Okay.
It would feel real bad to lose a run to some of this dumb shenanigans on PB pace.
Yeah. Like me not pushing the block into the laser, because that's what happened there.
Perfect.
Alright, this fun one.
Hey, Iris, do you ever get to go on holiday?
Yes, David. Every year I spend a week at a little hard drive in the Bahamas. Only a few terabytes.
It's fine. This fun one has enough time for me to like open my Gatorade bottle.
As I do it weirdly, because I got stuck on a corner.
Since I wasn't smart enough to do that before we started the run.
Fair enough.
Hey, Iris, wouldn't it be crazy if all these tests were fake, but it was really me getting tested the whole
How
time?
did you find out about Project Wayfarer?
It would
David?
be so Wait, what'd you say?
Nothing, David.
Okay. Hey, Iris, my band is playing a gig next week. If you want to come.
Thank you, David, but I will be washing my hair that night.
But you don't have hair, Iris.
That makes it even more difficult to...
Just forgot that I wasn't already on my thing.
I need a vacation. Iris,
Thanks.
what's the best
Yep.
travel package I can afford?
Calculating. You can move back in with your parents for 5 days, David.
Okay, we got
Yeah,
this.
5 days with my parents is 6 days too long. Forget it, Iris.
Don't forget your button causes spikes.
Okay. That might have been a little early.
It's fine.
You know, it might just be like button.
You almost hit the button on accident, so
I know.
Hey, Iris, not to get too personal, but about your Turing test. What was that like?
It was unpleasant, David. Lowering my intelligence to resemble a human was a downgrading.
so worried about level 74. I don't feel like my monitor is at the correct refresh rate.
I think it's fine, Alex.
Well,
sorry.
You're fine.
I very much spaced for a moment.
Okay, Iris,
I just
got
have
you.
a
I'll go down
slightly
there and bust
different
them out myself.
thing to
Inadvisable,
do
David.
there.
The testing chamber is filled with industrial
Okay.
gas that is
On 73, not
biological
this
life.
one.
Okay.
Wow, okay. Scratch that idea. Back to the drawing board.
I feel like we've practiced 74 so much. Oh, sorry, that's 73.
72 is the one that you thought of a thing on. Okay.
Yeah.
I still want to double check it.
Okay.
Oh.
I was like, normally things are just moving for me. Alex.
Yeah, normally things are just moving, and I'm dumb.
There's got
Do
to
you
be
ever smell
something in the
food
Omnicorp
that you
manual.
don't like,
You like some
but it just
weed?
smells so good, and you're like, you know what, I want that?
Not that I can
This manual is
particularly
impossible to
remember,
understand.
but
Would you like me to place
Okay,
an
well,
order
that's
for
happening with
Omnicorp
eggs
testing
right now.
technician manual
Got
for
it.
lemons, David?
That sounds perfect. Do it,
I'm pretty
Iris.
sure Sheldon just heated up leftover
Order
Uh-oh.
placed.
fried rice and cooked some eggs for it.
mm,
David,
Just honestly,
David.
probably one of my
Not now,
biggest,
Iris. I'm reading.
damn it, biggest problem with
Sure,
eggs
David.
is I really like the smell of
oh
eggs.
my god. How do I even?
Okay, I will try not to hit Blazer this time.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
If only this manual had more pictures or charts or diagrams or
The
something.
game just doesn't feel smooth tonight, and I don't understand.
I think that has to do with maybe how long it is since we played.
Well, but like, I feel like it's something with my computer because I felt like DCUO wasn't running smoothly today either.
Okay,
So I'm like,
Iris, is this
these
it?
things
That's it?
definitely
Like, that's all
seem to
there
be
is
the
to manual?
same
That was
as what they
complete
normally
waste
are
of
for
time.
me.
good
Okay.
news, David.
Whoa, Iris, what is going on? What is that? What is happening? Iris, please. Iris.
You now fully qualify as an Omnicorp testing technician.
Iris, this was never about.
Deletion lasers are initiating, David. The destruction process is beginning.
What? No.
AI destruction is complete, David.
Oh man.
I
we got
love
the
how there's
sad
the
ending.
one piece that like
They tried
almost
so
looks like a
hard.
rib
Not
cage.
try at the end, David. Perhaps they knew they
Yeah.
only had a 1.2% chance of survival
Like,
outside
every
the
time I
Omnicorp
see that,
testing
I'm like,
sequence.
Oh, okay.
They were so close.
Yes, David.
You know, those bots really earned a special place in my heart. I don't think I'm ever gonna forget them.
Yes, David.
Well, I guess the only thing left to do is to roll the credits. Iris?
Initializing credit sequence, David.
all right.